Hello, and welcome to the 2021 San Diego Comic-Con at Home Robotech panel. This panel will focus on the following topics: an interview with Lee Jenkins of Wax to discuss the new Robotech NFTs, update on current Robotech merchandise, and a preview of our marketing plans for 2021. Let's begin with a new line of Robotech apparel from Udon Entertainment, starting with their new line of Robotech t-shirts. Udon has a VF1 t-shirt and a VF1 Armor t-shirt on sale for $25. All four of these shirts can be ordered at udonstore.com. Udon also has launched its line of Robotech art books, starting with the Macross Saga. This book contains full episode recaps, line art from the original Macross animation model sheets. Thanks to the success of the Macross book, Udon is following up with two new art books, starting with the Robotech Masters, followed by Robotech The New Generation. The Robotech Masters art book is now being shipped to retailers across the country. Solar Flare Games has created a Robotech Masters themed card game called Robotech Crisis Point, and a new generation card game called Robotech Invid Invasion. Both of these games are now shipping from Robotech.com. They are joined by Robotech Ace Pilot and Robotech Attack on the SDF-1 from Strange Machine Games. SMG has followed these up with two other games, Robotech Brace for Impact and Robotech Cyclone Run. Both of these are now shipping at JapanimeGames.com. We are pleased to announce a new game called Robotech Reconstruction that will arrive in late 2021. This game takes place after the cataclysmic battle with Dolza's Armada. It comes with everything you see here. The plan is to have this game ship in late 2021. For you RPG fans, Strange Machine Games has you covered with their new Robotech The Macross Saga role-playing game. This game is a brand new role-playing take on the Robotech universe that takes a deeper dive into the characters and settings. It also contains brand new artwork. You can order the game today from Robotech.com. And since we're on the subject of new Robotech games, I want to open up the discussion to our new NFT line from Wax. I've invited Wax's Lee Jenkins to explain how the NFTs work with the Robotech universe. Hello, everyone. I want to welcome to the Robotech franchise from Wax, Lee Jenkins. Lee, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me.
You're very welcome. Glad you're here. Lee, I've been getting a lot of questions, since the announcement with Wax. What are NFTs and how do they work?
Well, there's a lot of different kinds out there, but in the way we use them, they're digital items like digital trading cards, digital action figures, other digital collectibles. So unlike an ordinary image file on the internet, these digital items are attached to a digital token on a blockchain. And then they're called an NFT or non-fungible token. So this means you can truly own that digital item, just like you can any physical collectible. You can buy, sell, and trade them. In our case, you can craft new digital items using those in your collection. In some cases, those items can be tied to video games to unlock in-game content, such as skins, and make them tradable between players. In some cases, they can be tied to and redeemed for real-world items.
Oh, interesting. So how did you approach the Robotech NFT compared to your other properties that you have?
So for Robotech, I believe we created some of the best looking NFTs that we've ever done.
Mhm.
So we create a full set of craftable digital trading cards. So for some of them, we started with still images and key art from the show, and then we fully animated those images. For others, we took actual clips from the show and used them to create fully animated digital trading cards. You can then craft and upgrade the cards using the cards in your collection and then earn a spot on the collector leaderboard. We're also going to be adding more card crafting recipes over time.
So here, a quick little follow-up. So this is like a trading card game, or is it a little different?
I would call it a collectible card game.
Ah, I see.
So there are other kinds of games. When people think about trading card games, sometimes they think about card battling games.
Mm-hmm.
So this is not a card battler, but it's a collectible card game. So you open packs of cards, you craft cards together to create new cards, and those cards have increasing point values through crafting, which then can give you a spot on the leaderboard. And then we introduce more recipes over time to craft more and more cards. And so it's a collectible card trading experience, more so than you might think about like a card battle game.
Mm-hmm.
But it is still more than just a pure collectible because there's all these cool, fun, gamified elements that we've added to it.
I see. Okay, interesting. Now, one of the things that came up during the announcement was about carbon neutrality. How is Wax, the Wax NFTs, carbon neutral? Because you talked about this on some other YouTube channels. If you could explain that, it'd be great.
Sure. So it really starts with our architecture. So at the heart of it, blockchain is just a glorified database. That's all it is. So it should not take so much energy to run.
Mm-hmm.
So we use a system called delegated proof of stake, which lets the token holders vote to determine who provides the computing power to the blockchain, rather than having what they call blockchain miners competing to provide that computing power like they do on other blockchains. So what that means is if you're trying to provide computing power or mine on what they call a proof of work chain, you're using massive amounts of energy. I know that I read that in Siberia, they use Bitcoin mining equipment to heat their homes. So they heat their home and they make a little bit of money at the same time mining Bitcoin, right? Because those machines are cranking out heat because they're using so much energy. And it's because you're actually competing to, it's a battle for who can throw the most energy at the network almost through heavier and heavier computing power to win that mining contest, right? Whereas Wax, all of the block producers are voted in, and then they just take turns providing computing power to the network. So it's collaborative, and they're only using the exact amount of energy needed to run what is really just a database on the blockchain. So what that meant is that on average, Wax is 222,000 times more energy efficient than Bitcoin or Ethereum. Its carbon footprint is about the same as 5.5 US adults. That's it, on an annualized basis. And you compare that to some other blockchains, they're like using as much energy as whole countries. We're like the energy of a single household for our entire blockchain. On top of that, we've introduced these carbon offset NFTs to make offsets more accessible to everyone. And we've been certified as carbon neutral by Climate Care, and we've already offset far more carbon than we produce. So this comes down to our fundamental architecture, our mission as a company to be environmentally sustainable and energy efficient. And it's just baked right into our design. And so if you're using NFTs on the Wax blockchain, you could use them with the confidence of knowing that you're not doing any environmental harm. In fact, Wax is offsetting more carbon than we're creating.
Interesting. So the first wave has come out for Wax. What is the future of Wax and Robotech? Could you tell the fans about what's next?
So we started with a card set based on the Macross saga.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're going to continue adding more recipes for that first set. And then we're going to start adding additional sets. So we'll have a set based on the Masters and we'll have a set based on the new generation. And then we'll see where we go from there. But we're just going to keep producing more content. I think that content, I mean, the art was just beautiful to begin with. And then we're just trying to take that art and create digital trading cards that really do it justice. I think when you think about physical trading cards, they're static and you just have a static piece of art. When we move it to digital, you can really expand on what's possible with a trading card. And so I love our ability to create these animated works of art, that start with the baseline of the already incredible Robotech art, and then we add to it in ways to fit the trading card format and make them really engaging and fun to own pieces of collectible art. And so we'll just keep on expanding the set, adding more recipes, adding more crafting, and trying to make it more and more fun for all the Robotech collectors out there.
Thank you, Lee, for that discussion on the NFTs. Our friends at Kids Logic have created a new line of miniatures. These miniatures are in 1/285 scale and are now available at kidslogic.toys. Kids Logic also has a new line of 1/6 scale statues, starting with the Dana Sterling figure. This statue is now available for pre-order at kidslogic.toys. Kids Logic has created a new line of high-end dioramas, starting with the 1/12 scale VF1J cockpit. This will be followed by a 1/12 scale VF1S cockpit. The Skull Leader will come with a Roy Fokker statue. You can order both of these items from kidslogic.toys. Now it is a great time to talk about the new line of action figures from Toynami. Wave 1 is already out. Wave 2 will arrive later this year. And speaking of action figures, we are pleased to announce a new license, Mep Toys. Mep Toys has released a 6-inch Britai figure that's now shipping from Robotech.com. Britai will be followed by the new Invid Trooper action figure, along with the Invid Scout action figure. You can pre-order both of these toys right now at meptoys.com. Our friends at Kits Concept also have their line of 6-inch action figures, starting with the Rick Hunter and Lin Min Mei. These are joined by the variant Min Mei action figure, and all three of these are now shipping from Robotech.com. Kits Concept also has a Lisa Hayes action figure. This will be followed by a Dana Sterling and Roy Fokker. You can pre-order these now from kitsconcept.com. Let's move on to our new retro 1/100 scale transforming VF1 line from Toynami. The Hikaru and Roy are now shipping, along with the Max Emilia and the rarely seen VF1A. All of these toys with the retro packaging are now available from Robotech.com. Our friends at Kits Concept also have their line of transforming toys with the 1/72 scale fully transformable VF1, starting with the Skull Eater, followed by the VF1J, and both of these toys can be ordered from Robotech.com. And later this year, Kits Concept also will release a heavy armor VF1J. Check it out at kitsconcept.com.
In the year 1999, high above Macross Island, a phenomenal event occurred in the skies which altered the course of human history and defined a generation. Robotech. The iconic mecha saga finally returns, now digitally remastered. Own the entire series on Blu-ray and experience it in high definition, featuring all 85 episodes. And stream the entire remastered series on Funimation, the official home of Robotech. Coming to a screen near you.
We are pleased to announce that Funimation will be releasing Robotech on Blu-ray starting on September 28th, 2021, and Robotech will return to streaming in the fall of 2021. The release will be in high definition, have 5.1 Dolby Digital sound, exclusive collectibles in deluxe packaging. This partnership took Tommy Yoon deep into the Harmony Gold vaults. Tommy, take it away.
Hello, I'm Tommy Yoon, and welcome to Harmony Gold in Hollywood. We've been in this location in Hollywood for many decades now. Today, we're going to have an opportunity to take a look at the Harmony Gold Vault, where we store a lot of our valuable master materials, including that for Robotech. Here in the vault, we have a plethora of materials, some dating back decades. Now, this larger tape you see here is a Betacam SP tape. Now here, we are actually going to the oldest materials related to Robotech. Inside these cases are the original film reels for Macross, Southern Cross, and Mospita. Now if we look inside here, you'll see that it contains the original 16mm film reels that were sent to us from Tatsunoko in Japan for assembly and production of the Robotech television series. Now, these haven't been touched in years, but we would be going back to these for a new HD transfer for the production of the Robotech Blu-rays that would be coming out soon from our friends at Funimation. Now, what you see here is a hard drive. This contains the master footage of Robotech The Shadow Chronicles. It's wonderful to have you all with us as we explore the vaults here over at Harmony Gold.
On behalf of everyone at Harmony Gold and Funimation, we would like to say thank you. Thank you for your support over the past 18 months. We look forward to bringing you Robotech on HD and seeing you out on the convention tour in 2021 and 2022. Have a good day, everyone.